Anderson. Here's a 3rd and 7. And McCarron goes down the field, and it's caught and breathes in for the touchdown.
Welcome to New Stripe City, a YouTube channel for diehard Bengals fans. I'm your host, Ace Boogie. And this past Tuesday kicked off the Bengals OTAs. This is week 3. And with week 3, they had a couple guys that were out. Drake Kirkpatrick remained on the sideline, as well as Tyler Croft. Some interesting things that happened were that after I scared you guys, AJ Green returned to the field. However, he didn't participate in one-on-ones, but he did participate in some drills, just not things like 7-on-7. So it seems like they're just being precautionary with him until OTAs start next week. That's the good thing. OTAs or mini camp starts next week with 3 straight practices that are open to the public. Some interesting things are that the Bengals are starting to actually incorporate motions within their offense. There's been a lot of motions, so that's interesting. And then Jesse Bates remained the starter at safety with Sean Williams out. So there's been some talk around the league, and there's been some rumors, not reported by Cincinnati media, but there's been some rumors that the Bengals could be interested in backup quarterback Teddy Bridgewater, which is very interesting because the Bengals actually met with Teddy back during, I believe, the 2014 NFL draft. It was a visit, but he could look to possibly fill a role here. The only thing that gives me some question with this is the fact that he's making $5 million for 1 year, especially after the Bengals already signed Matt Barkley to a cheap deal for 2 years. So I doubt that the Bengals right now are in any kind of talks with them. It will be something that will play out, in my opinion, throughout the preseason. If the Bengals do come away impressed with Matt Barkley and or Logan Woodside, it could be something that could happen. But I think right now the only way this happens is if there's some kind of injury to Andy Dalton or some kind of emergency that causes them to need a quarterback. In other news, Carlos Dunlap was quoted as saying that he's not worried about his contract and that people, all they need to do is simply turn on the film. Well, one interesting thing is we spotted Dunlap working out. However, he actually returned to Paul Brown Stadium today. He showed up at the team facilities, took some pictures and some of the Bengals attire. So I expect Carlos Dunlap to be back next week. And obviously he was holding out for contract reasons, but next week would start the mandatory OTAs. So although Dunlap has been away, he has been staying in shape, as you can see on the video, working out on his own, and he enters into a contract year. I wonder if this means that the Bengals are possibly starting to open the negotiating window. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. But as usual, thanks for liking. Make sure you subscribe. Let me know what you guys would like me to talk about. Make sure you leave some comments for questions. And as usual, I'll leave you guys with a who day all day, every day, and especially on Sunday.